Hello, filmmakers. It's Kerry with Filmmaker Central, and we have a new light that we're checking out today. This is the GVM P150R. Now, 150 is the output, 150 watt, and the R stands for RGB. So there is a bicolor version of this. It's going to just have your color temperature range. That's not going to have the full RGB. This particular one is full RGB, and for what you get here, amazing deal. And I'm going to tell you right up front, $328. Light stand, and a cool modifier I'm going to show you in just a moment. But this thing is a great value. Has a color temperature index of 97 plus. So very good color rendition. Really looks good. I'm very, very happy with this thing. I've been using it for about a month now. Gotta say, I just really, really like this light. Now, it can support up to 36 million RGB colors. I will show you that later in how that works. You have manual control on the back. So you have an intensity and tab. Not really sure what they mean by tab, but hey, whatever. Intensity, how bright it is. Tab changes the value, right? Whether it's the color temperature, it just works really well there. And you have a mode button to switch different modes. I'll talk about that. And a threaded power connector. Love that. Just gotta love these things. Metal yoke, metal connector for the light stand, and a plastic enclosure for the rest of the unit. So very lightweight. Comes in at 1.5 kilograms, so it's just really easy to transport. But this model did not come with a travel bag, and that's okay. For the price, I'll take it. I don't travel with lights very often, and I have plenty of other bags I can stuff them in if I need to take it. But I have used this thing out in the field, and it's really, really cool. Now, the app is the same GVM 2 app that I've used with other GVM lights, which is really nice. Makes it real easy to control. Well, I'll show you the app in a little bit as well. Just make sure that I'm not missing any of the cool features here. 8 lighting effects: lightning, flash, candle, TV, bad bulb, fireworks. Well, didn't have fireworks. Paparazzi, a few different, standard lighting effects, cop car type stuff. Full RGB colors, and good power. At 5600K, you're getting 4560 lux at 1 meter. So it's about 150 watts of output. When you're at the extremes, either 2700 or 7500, that's going to drop almost in half to about 74 watts. So you're only going to get about 2600 lumens at 1 meter. But still, that's pretty nice. The cooling fan in here, I've never even heard it. So it's in there, but it's really quiet. And I think it only turns on when the light gets over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So it may just never have turned on in the time that I use it in the studio. All right, let's get into the biggest gripe I have with most of the lights that I review, and that's the power cord. And that's usually because they use some generic off-the-shelf power supply, and the wires just aren't long enough. But GVM has never really disappointed me in that. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so it's a reasonable, 4.5 foot, maybe 5 foot power cord. I still wish it was longer. I'd like to see this be 7 to 8 feet so that you can raise it as high as you want on a light stand, and the heavy power brick is going to sit on the floor. However, it does have a threaded connector on here. So once we figure out the orientation here, it goes on, threads into place, So if it has to dangle, it's not going to pull the cord out of the light. So in that regard, I'm okay with it. I wish it had some built-in strap or something just to make it easier to connect to a light stand, but you know, little things. I've got plenty of Velcro around here. There we go. Got it nice and secure. It's not coming off of that, so not that big of a deal. And then the main power cord. So I get about 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, this has got to be like a 15-foot power cord. Awesome. Love long power cords. I wish this one was longer, but I'll take it for what it is. Now, the interesting thing about this package is the softbox that it comes with. And that's this guy right here. Now, this may look a little weird, but it's actually pretty darn cool. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. So you just push down on the whole thing and you latch that little lever inside the system. Then go around and I make sure that the ribs are all riding on the seams. And we have this big bulb type softbox. Now these are really cool for like adding ambient light. This is not going to give you a strong directional light like a softbox with a grid in it or some type of spotlight. This is going to be more of an ambient light. So often I'm going to put this right up out of frame in front or to the side, and it's just going to give me a really nice soft light. I might sit this in between two people when doing an interview just to make sure that the light is balanced on them really well. I can just use it as a beautiful fill light because it's just going to have this really soft effect to it. It's not going to be some harsh light. So for that, I absolutely love this. Now, the light itself uses a standard 3-point Bowens mount. So many of the modifiers I already have here around the studio pop right in, no problem. But coming with this one, I can use this on other lights as well because it's a Bowens mount. So let's get it set up, see how this thing works. Okay, we've got the light set up on a stand here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. The screen turns on instantly. Love that. Very easy to read screen. And this controls are super simple. So right here, I'm at 52% at 5,600 degrees Kelvin. So I got my daylight balance going on here. I can change the intensity by spinning the intensity knob here. And it's so sensitive, it literally takes 2 clicks to change 1%. Or you just give it a spin and you can go, let's see how fast I can go from 100. 2 spins and I can be at 0. Let's get back up around 60% so we can see it here. On the tab screen, we can go down 2,700 and up to 7,500. Again, really quick, really easy, very easy to see screen. Now in the upper right hand corner here, it says rotate. That means you're rotating the knobs to control it. I hit mode. It's in slave mode on channel 4. So if I had other lights already set up, this would be ready to go in slave mode. Hit it again. I'm in master mode on channel 4. So if I had slaves on channel 4, I could control them. And finally, we go into app mode. Now in app mode, I'm going to come over here, and here I've got the app up and running. It says I'm at 56% and 5,600, which matches what I see on here. Now, let's watch how fast and responsive it is. That's 7,500. We'll swing it around to 2700. This thing is super responsive, and it doesn't do it in like a flickery way. It's really smooth going between color temperature. Let's try power. There's 100%, down to 0%. I can ramp that nice and smooth. It is super, super responsive. Gotta love that. Okay, well now we'll switch into the HSI mode. So here's our RGB colors, all right? Real quick, I can go from color to color. Very simple. Change the brightness, change the saturation. Super easy to control if you want a specific color going on. We go to our scenes. There's the cop car. Reasonable. I'll give it that one. The TV. I don't really get much out of the TV one. Party. Okay. Paparazzi. You got our random camera strobes going off. We get the disco. The bad bulb situation going on in the warehouse thing. Candle. Or fire, something like that. You know, fire pit type thing going on. And lightning. So, scenes work pretty well. Okay. Custom scenes, you can build your own custom scenes in here, which would be pretty cool. I haven't really played around with that, but let's see. Let's say I don't like the cop car one. So I just want it to run between blue and red. Okay, well, it's doing a transition, so it's not really flashing. So might have to play around with that and see if I can create my own scenes that work better for what I'm doing, and those you would save in your My Scenes. So the app, I think, works really, really well. And let's spin this around. Can't spin it too much because this thing is huge. And we'll grab the modifier. There we go. So we have one big old modifier here. Spin it around. Okay, we've got it in the scene here. And we're at 100%. We'll dim it down a little bit. We'll see how that looks. Tune it up a little bit. But I love this. I think this is a fantastic light. I mean, for what all you get for $328, you get a 150 watt RGB light, you get a really nice modifier here, you get the light stand, you get a good power cord, and app control. Really, really hard to beat this value from GVM. So I'm super impressed. If you're looking for a good studio light, I think this is a great one for the budget. So thanks for watching. I'll put links in the description below on where to find this. Again, $328 on Amazon. Cannot go wrong with this light. GVM, the P150R, the R meaning RGB. There is a bicolor version of this for about $259 if you just need bicolor, but this one that we're looking at here is the RGB. So check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry with Filmmaker Central, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.